Number 7, Menchi Tubiera. Opposite hitter number 8, Danica Gendrauli. Middle blocker number 12, Shaira Umandal. Starting setter number 13, Lara Clavano. Middle blocker number 17, Jenny Gaviola. And outside spiker number 22, Shang Berte. Starting libero is their team captain number 19, Pia Sarmiento. And the head coach for the Defenders is Sammy Acailar. And now the starters for the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. Middle blocker number 2, team captain Abby Maranyo. Starting setter number 1, Mars Alba. Opposite hitter number 3, Ivy Laxina. Outside spiker number 4, Era Galang. Outside spiker number 8, Jolina De La Cruz. And middle blocker number 13, Ethan Arce. Their starting libero is number 5, Don Katindig. And the head coach for the Cargo Movers is Regine Diego. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is Gerflor versus F2 Logistics for the PVL.
Presenting the starters for the Gerflor Defenders, the two players that we talked about in the pre-game, Clavano and Gendrauli, will begin alongside Berte, Gaviola, Omandal, Tubiera, and Sarmiento. On the other hand, for the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers, we have Abby Maranyo, Aragalang, Jolina De La Cruz, Ethan Arce, Mars Alba, Ivy Laxina, and Don Macandili Katindig. Your starters, there they are. Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Pilipinas Live app for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos only. Thank you for joining us as we come to you live from the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. This is Mix Gomez alongside our courtside reporter Kyla Kingsu and one of the UAP legends that we have in the men's division, Ish Polvorosa. I'll never get tired of telling your credentials on air, Ish.
Oh, grabe sa legend. Is that code word for old? I hope not.
I'm trying to give you the respect that you deserve, Ish. First
you.
serve here for F2. Back set. Gendrauli will give us the first point for Gerflor.
Well, we talked about her earlier, no, and we know that she has the experience both indoor and sa beach volleyball. So she really has the smarts and the guts to go up against these powerhouse teams, no, these household names in women's volleyball in the PVL. So isa siya talaga sa mga aasahan ng Gerflor Defenders if they want to take a set first and then eventually a win in this conference.
And we definitely miss the presence of Danica Gendrauli because she's been out of the landscape of volleyball even before the pandemic, as now a service ace comes in. That's courtesy of Jenny Gaviola.
Quick 2-0 run for Gerflor. This is a good start for the Defenders today against Final Four contender in F2.
Bit of a scramble there, and that's the first point of the white shirts in this game. F2 coming in with a record of 3 wins and 2 losses. They won versus Farm Fresh in their previous outing. And on the other hand, the Gerflor Defenders, not only are they looking for their first win, they're looking for their first set victory in our second All-Filipino conference. Jolina serving after scoring 27 points in their previous game. There's the push by Umandal. That's outside.
An error off the be quick, but that was a good set from Clavano. She saw that the middle blocker of F2 sagged to the left, going to Gendrauli.
So it's back-to-back points for F2 to quickly answer the nice start of Gerflor. Jolina De La Cruz. She also had 10 excellent receptions and 10 digs in the previous game. Ooh. Set was too high, or was it the missed time by the attacker? Answer that later on, because right now we're going to hear from Kyla Kingsu.
Migzanish, the F2 girls definitely kept their fans at the very edge of their seats last Tuesday with that intense 5-setter. And in those final, very crucial minutes, their POG, Jolina de la Cruz, definitely rose to the occasion, proving that she is very much deserving of the trust given to her in her second conference. You know, Jolina was actually feeling under the weather, and she still is today. But she reminded me that this is already something she's done in her collegiate days, where she led her team and bring home back-to-back straight set wins while still sick. And she said to herself na kinaya niya noon at kakayanin niya ngayon. When asked about how they're approaching their matchup against a winless team, Jolina says that respeto sa kalaban is at the very top of their mindset and that they will be sure to bring their A-game from here on forward. Now let's go back to this exciting opening to our PVL quadruple header, which you can experience better on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for only 149 pesos a month as we head back into the serve by F2.
Thank you, Kyla. And practically speaking, if you're a player of F2, the sense of urgency is really there, even though you're not 100%. You did mention, Ish, the time is now for them to start piling up their victories in our conference.
Right, and for them, a midway point na ng conference, and they're starting out with a winless team. And this is their springboard going to the tougher matches ahead of them. And sabi ko nga, no, we are yet to see them peak in this conference. So this is the time for them to show up big time kasi hindi na biro yung mga next games nila.
It's now 5 straight points for F2 here in set number 1, 5-2. Pushed by Gerflor. Alba opens up. Aragalang straight to the back. Clavano back to the open. Nice block. Ethan Arce and Ivy Laxina working together.
Great close out there on the block by both Arce and Laxina. Perfectly timed block there. Nowhere to go. And you can see that they are enjoying this game.
Yeah. That's NU and UP working together as they both wear white and yellow here in F2. Ball up by Gerflor. Back set by Lara Clavano. Nice net defense once more by F2. Now Katindig sets up Ivy Laxina.
The quick flick of the wrist on top of the block. She didn't even have to power through with so much strength. No? Tinaas niya na lang yung kanyang kamay and then doon niya pinalo sa taas. That's a great hitting point for Ivy Laxina.
But Ivy has been effective from all attacking positions lately, right? She's been transitioning from middle to open to opposite, right?
And I think it's also because of the leadership of Coach Regine Diego, because she has coached Laxina in her high school days, so she knows the abilities of this young girl right here.
There's an attack error by Gerflor. There you see Sati Espiritu. It's now 8 straight points for Jolina de la Cruz and company. That's why Jolina is still serving.
It's an 8-0 run for the Cargo Movers. And ito naman si Jolina de la Cruz, napakalaking addition talaga for the Cargo Movers because she is an all-around player. And napakahirap actually na makakita ng outside hitters in the country, both in the men's and the women's division, na talagang all-around. When I talk about all-around, like they can block, just like this one. Aragalang is an all-around player. She can dig, she can pass, she can hit. And yun talaga yung kailangan ng mga front teams natin eh. Yung talagang maaasahan mo all-around, not just in offense.
It's now 9-2. Almost an ace there. It is going to be an ace. Speaking of being an all-around player for Jolina.
Yeah. Loading up on her serve early on here in this game. And not just loading up, no. She knows where and who to target in this game. Ayun, no. She's really targeting the outside hitters of Gerflor. Deviating her serves, no, papunta dun sa direction ng libero nila.
Sarmiento puts it up. There's the attack by Berte. And finally, Gerflor breaks the spell.
That's off of an off-system set pa.
Double sub now. We have Jane Gonzalez checking in alongside Chona Rosal. Maraming balasa, no, si Coach Sammy para sa kanyang team.
It's really how he coaches, no. I know you've seen him coach sa Spikers Turf. Talaga nag-shuffle siya ng players. Eh.
And you could see it in the box score. There are black boxes all around. Different starting units in each set for Coach Sammy.
And I think it's also Coach Sammy trying to find that perfect mix for the Gerflor Defenders.
Obviously, it's not easy, having a new squad for you. And this is actually relatively a new team as well in the PVL compared to F2 that has been together for so many years already. And there you see the chemistry paying off for them.
And Abby Maraño, just like Laxina, using that take of the risk. Ang bilis ng pale, oh. And with the follow-through, gliding it down towards the area of Gonzalez and Kiana D. Myla Pablo watching this game, of course.
Myla Pablo is out as she is feeling under the weather. KKD, well, of course, she's going through a knee injury, so we wish the both of them good health, good recoveries, so that they can return here in the PVL. Technical timeout tayo, 13-3. Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block live in HD and on demand anytime, anywhere, and on any device via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and register now. And there you see the women in yellow wearing black shades, except Myla Pablo. I wonder what the peg is for today, for these ladies. Di ba ikaw din mahilig ka rin mag-black shades-ish?
Grabe.
Baka alam mo yung kwento niyan. May alam ka ba? Wala naman. Come on, get yourself together, Ish. Come on, you can do this.
At least they know how I feel. I mean, we are playing the bright lights of Philippine volleyball, so maybe that's why they're wearing shades. Well, sabi nga natin, especially their top players in Myla Pablo and Kiana D. I'm sure a lot of fans of the Cargo Movers are missing them in action already. So we hope that they come back soon and in the next conference, 100%.
I mean, you can just imagine having this F2 lineup being complete. You would give high expectations for the squad. Attack from the open, ball up by F2. Alba goes to Aragalang, bit low there. Nice recovery by F2. Jane Gonzalez, there's the tip. And was there a check? Yes, there was, off the block for Mary Grace Berte.
Outsmarting the block of Ivy Laxina. That was already a bit too fast, a bit too near the net for her. But yun nga, ginawa niya ng paraan. And that's what you like and what you want to see with new teams like Gerflor Defenders, how they adapt to each situation inside the court.
It's now 4-13. Bit of a scramble there. Chance now. Jolina. Mars to the slide. Abby was rejected. Alba. The other side now. Aragalang. Nice dig by Pia Sarmiento. From the back, it's Berte. Back to Ara. Not much power needed. The rally continues. Chance ball, F2 Logistics. Mars Alba to the quick. It's Ivy Laxina who scores.
Going to the same exact play they executed earlier, but this time binigay kay Ivy Laxina. They were waiting for Abby Maraño to get that set. Para pag-win siya ni Alba. But then Ivy Laxina ready for that back quick, showing us her original position back in the UAAP with the NU Lady Bulldogs.
You think that's one of the biggest luxuries of having Ivy in the front row? Because she has experience attacking from all angles, she might actually do it at any time.
Yeah, and she she's also up there who can hit from the back row. Hindi lang sa front row eh.
There you go.
It's because she's so tall and she's so experienced. I mean, she's relatively new to the Cargo Mover squad, but then, again, she has a lot of playing stints with the national team, the younger squad of the national team before, with Coach Regine Diego as well, and of course with NU,
Yeah.
a top contender in the UAAP. So, coming into a program such as, going to programs such as F2 Logistics, Cargo Movers, talagang malaking addition siya. And of course, the coaches, she is really trusted big time.
It's now 15 serving 4. Gonzalez goes to the opposite. And that block goes in. So it's a point for Aragala.
After getting the first 2 points of this opening set, they're stuck to that single-digit number. Just at 4 points here in set number 1.
First substitution now in for Coach Regine. It's Chini Pia Arroyo. As she anticipates the serve of Ivy Laxina. That's long.
Unforced error on the service line for Laxina, and a few points going Gerflor's way because of their unforced errors.
And now it's Sati Espiritu will be doing the honors. The middle blocker of the Gerflor Defenders from Cainta, Rizal. It's 5, serving 16.
No,
Now it's short, it's low for Sati.
it's not a good look for Coach Sammy and the Gerflor Defenders squad. Naghahabol sila, and then they're still giving away 3 points to the Cargo Movers.
Now I have to ask you, because Coach Sammy was your coach last year, right? In terms of Coach Sammy's approach to you guys, does he have like a, sweet demeanor or very strict ba siya? Paano siya bilang coach?
Well, he is intense when it comes to wanting to implement the strategies and the plays in the court while here in the game. And gusto niya kasi nakikita yung ina-apply talaga sa training. That's why sometimes makikita natin na yung tone niya minsan tumataas, but then again, minsan talagang sweet si Coach Sammy. And I think the patience is there. He has been coaching a lot of teams for decades already.
And successful teams at that.
Successful teams, and also a coach of the national team before. And talagang maasahan na when it comes to leading a squad. But then this is a new team. Very hard for him to really lead the squad to a W.
Pwede rito, pero mas maganda rito sa gilid. Okay? Pinitin nyo sa gilid. Tumama dyan, check mo na automatic, di ba? Daw next. Yung gitna natin, pwede ba? Gitna, ang katapat mo, gitna. So, hanapin mo ang gitna. Ang mahirap dyan, salita lang kayo ng salita, pero kulang tayo sa gawa. Walang problema sa receive, walang problema sa depensa. Depensa tayo, di ba? Hindi yan, ang kulang natin, palo. Atake, ha? Go!
Isa-isa! Gerflor Defenders!
Pabantayin mo yung gitna.
So is that the perfect example to your explanation describing
Yeah.
Coach Sammy?
Perfect mix of sweet demeanor and a bit of frustration kasi minsan hindi nagagawa na susunod yung game plan, no? But then again, I feel like there's a difference when it comes to approaches sa men's division and the women's division. And I think there's that fine line talaga when it comes to giving instructions.
Right now, it's a service ace provided by Abby Maranyo. That would force a substitution. On the other side of things, we have Mary Angele Jinko checking in. She was listed as a libero in their previous game, but now she's not, and she's wearing red. Service ace, back-to-back for Abby.
But they're going to challenge this ace of Chang Abi, the first challenge of the match, if I'm not mistaken. And going back to Coach Sammy's timeout earlier, sabi niya na they are defending and passing properly naman . the problem is their attacking, and that's what we also mentioned earlier in the pregame. How they convert those passes and digs into attack points. That's been the problem for them.
Go tayo, go.
Taas ang score, ha? Taas natin.
Go, go. Natin yung score.
Well, let's see if they can step up with those attacks as you mentioned. Sabi nga ni Coach Sammy, taas natin ang score. That ball is in. It met the line for Abby Maranyo.
The line.
Unsuccessful point and serve to F2 Logistics.
Well, it's virtually a timeout as well for Coach Sammy Akailar because we do only have one timeout each per coach. That's why they tend to use the challenge as a timeout. Regalo para kay Jolina. And that's a point for Miss De La Cruz.
Chang Abby has been steady on her serves here. And we have to credit half that point to her serve.
It's now 21, serving 6. Chang Abi once more. Straight to Pia. Clavano to the open. Gendrauli could not score. Back row hit. There's Ivy Laxina. Ball up by Gerflor. Arba to the quick. Mars again, this time to her back. And that attack was low by Ivy Laxina.
Low contact point there for Ivy Laxina from the back row. That was a good decision for Alba to set it to Ivy because nobody was ready sa front row. Both Arce and De La Cruz were trying to backpedal from that rally.
We have Chi Tubiera from Mandaluyong. So she's close to our venue in terms of her home. Now there's an attack point from the back to see of Chini Arroyo.
Enjoying that point from the back row, but not yet. Yes, Gerflor gonna use their final challenge of the set. This is interesting that PVL is allowing this tactic, no? The coaches talking to the players
During the challenge.
there's a challenge. Kasi in the UAP, it's not allowed. Yeah. We're yet to see if they're going to allow this coming season.
Magsiwala ka na ang bola sa ibibigay, ha? Meron ba tayong ano? Bakit ano? Tayo eh.
We have the virus. We have the virus. From the ano.
Yeah, that's not a foot fault. So another unsuccessful challenge for Coach Shabby and company. It's a point for Chini Pia Arroyo.
Gerflor has no more challenge remaining in set number 1.
3 points away from taking the set and 3 points away naman dito for Gerflor para maka-double digit mark sila in set number 1.
22-7.
Ooh, too tight.
Ball still alive. Jinko tried to score to no avail. There's Chini from the back. Ivy. Ball deflected. A chance for F2. They regroup. Ethan Arce hammers it home.
It's a good set. And from Alba to Arce. An 8 quick just right in front of her. And that's a good target for Arce. She saw that the blockers of Gerflor weren't ready for that 8 quick set.
F2 trying to give us a replay of what happened to Gerflor against PLDT. Gerflor lost their first set against the high-speed hitters, 25-8. As now, Gendrauli scores off the block.
De La Cruz was there for the block, but then the intention of Gendrauli to get it off the block was there. Kita niya kasi na naka-establish na yung down the line.
It's now 8 serving 23. Wu got the first ball. Laxina tried to send it through. Ball returned. And here's Jolina off speed. Ball up. Clavano. Gendrauli once more. Who sends it? Almost a point. Jinko from the open.
That's a good hit from Jinko. Cross court. And slowly but surely they're showing us that they can pick up points and their body language is changing here. the latter part of this set. Hopefully it's not too late for them.
9:23. Laksina still alive. Yeah, it is. F2 able to recover. Attack from the middle once more, and Ethan Arce will finish things for that point.
Yeah, and same area for Arce. She's seeing the holes of the defense of Gerflor.
There you see Sir Efren Uy, the team owner of F2 Logistics. Of course, wearing yellow for today. Jolina de la Cruz now serving 15 set points for F2 Logistics. This was the rotation that lasted long, right? Early in the set.
Right.
Clavano back set to Gendrauli. She really has some good attacking ability from the opposite.
Yeah, and if you're the setter, Clavano, you have to really maximize Gendrauli while she's in front. She is the lone spiker who has the hot hand so far here in this game for the defenders.
That's 3 points now for Danica Gendrauli in this matchup. 10-24, Arroyo tried to score. Oh! Bit of a scramble there between the two players of Gerflor, Espiritu and Clavano. So that will do it for set number 1. F2 very dominant here, winning it 25-10. There you see the first set score, 25-10. And by the way, new streaming experiences also await via the Filipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for as low as 149 pesos. We see some highlights from set number 1. It was pure domination by Aragalang, Avi Maranyo, and the rest of the F2 Logistics cargo movers. We saw some light from Gerflor, but it was definitely not enough-ish.
Yeah, especially Gendrauli, the veteran in the team, trying to pick up the pieces, especially in attacking. Kita natin lamang na lamang the F2 cargo movers in every aspect of the game in set number 1. 13-7 when it comes to spikes, 3-0 when it comes to their blocking, 3 service aces for the cargo movers, couple from both De La Cruz and Maranyo, and of course the opponent errors. Ang di maganda dito, hindi na ma-convert ng marami itong Gerflor, and then namimigay pa sila ng marami unforced errors dito sa F2. And they have to be more aggressive, but of course they also have to watch out doon sa mga unforced errors na very unnecessary if they want to get their first W. Not just the set, but in this conference, wala pa silang pinapanalong game. And Coach Sammy has shown us a bit of, frustration when it comes to his voice, pero andun pa rin yung gusto niya talaga matuto yung players inside the court while playing.
Well, we all know that tough love also works, especially in sports.
Correct.
So that's a good combination of tough love and sweet love from Coach Sammy Akailar. As there you see Aragalang and Don Makandili Katindig. So let's call her Don Katindig from now on. And we have to get used to these new names, of course. Congratulations to Don for getting married, by the way. Pero medyo tagal-tagal na rin yun.
Right.
It's now set number 2 for Gerflor versus F2. Thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez alongside Ish Polvorosa and Kyla Kingsu. Ara Clavano serving straight to Aragalang. And here's Jolina De La Cruz. She will score with the help of the net.
She wanted that set to be a bit higher, you know? Pero ginawa niya ng paraan. And that was an off-system set from Alba. Get the help of the tape of the net. Minsan talagang yung target yung nagmamatter. If you're targeting an area, minsan yung lock tumatama sa'yo kapag na-miss-hit mo.
But those two should already have a good amount of chemistry, right? Alba and De La Cruz, because they were together in LaSalle. Kasama nila si Kyla. He was the courtside reporter of LaSalle. As now, we see a point coming from the defenders.
Talking about luck, so that was a miss-hit from the defenders. It's Jinko for the Gerflor Defenders.
You can see it in the face of AJ Jinko, just how happy she was getting that point. For the ladies in red, back set, Jolina. Ball up by PR Sarmiento. Oh, nice read by Gendrauli.
Just spinning it on top of the block of the cargo movers. She saw that Katindig was way behind that backcourt to defend the powerful hit.
Laksina answers back quickly for F2 as now we listen in to Kyla Kingsu for her report.
Migs, well, you already spoke a little bit about Danica Gendrauli bringing that spark for the Gerflor Defenders in that first set. And well, Ish, you talked a little about what it's like having Coach Sammy as your coach. And it just reminded me of my conversation with Danica, where she told me that Coach Sammy Akailar truly does bring out the best in her. You know, Coach Sammy was actually brought in as a consultant for Danica's team in Cebu all the way back in 2010. And Danica shared that she's very much aware of how he has high standards, how he reacts, and how he approaches his players. And in her words, Coach Sammy has been the epitome of the word patience as he continues to put his full trust in his girls despite their winless campaign. Now that we're at the midway point of this conference, Danica hopes to finally pay it back to him, even just with one win. Can she do just that today? Well, you better stay tuned and find out by watching this matchup on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 149 pesos a month as we head back into this game with this rally.
That's an excellent report coming from Kyla Kingsu as F2 scores. Remember, when Coach Sammy was a consultant in Cebu for Danica and company in 2010, that was the peak of Danica Gendrauli's volleyball career. So, can only imagine how much she actually learned from Coach Sammy himself.
Yeah, and Coach Sammy, yan talaga yung isa sa mga teritoryo niya, no? When it comes to Philippine volleyball, he's all around. And nabanggit nga sa report ni Kyla, no, that Coach Sammy really has high standards when it comes to teams na hinahandle niya. Yun talaga yung keyword dun for me. He has high standards. And this is a champion coach. That's why it's very fitting for fans and of course for Kyla to mention that he really has the high standards. And yun yung maganda for Gerflor, that they have a head coach in Coach Sammy na talagang mag-bring out the best in them.
Well, isn't it that when you have a coach as, you know, legendary, should we say the word again, or a coach as good as Coach Sammy, ikaw rin mismo, matcha-challenge ka rin you know, yourself. You're gonna pressure yourself to do a lot better. It's now 4-3. Aragalang going cross. That works.
Aragalang hitting that seam. She saw that the middle blocker was late, but Gendrauli was there. She read that hit of Galang, but then medyo na late lang yung pag-wave niya ng block going cross court. It's a good hit from Ara.
It's now 5 serving 3. Ethan Arce sending it in straight to Pia Sarmiento. One of the best receivers in the league. Down the line, that goes wide for Gerflor's Menchi Tubiera.
Hitting down the line with so much power. Yung may maganda doon eh. Nag-outside siya. The power was there.
Oh, ano naman to? The pegs continue for the F2 players at the sideline. Well, as long as they're happy, we're happy for them. 6-3 here in set number 2. Nice tip. Ganda ng bawi doon ni Tubiera.
Interesting point right there. That could have been 4 touches already. Pero, well, I'm not one of the referees, so
Yeah.
that's a good point for Gerflor.
We leave it to them.
Yeah.
They're the best at their job.
I saw the block hit Gendrauli. That's why I thought it's gonna be a 4 touches violation.
Here's Aragalang. Nice approach. Almost scored. Ball up. Gendrauli sending it across. Back set. Ivy Laxina. There's a hole in the middle.
That really is one of her strengths, no? That high contact point. Because she is tall, no? Talagang dun niya sa taas pinapalo yung bola. That's the form. So a lot of volleyball players, especially spikers, aspire to master.
Is it like the bare minimum as well for Ivy Laxina given her height?
I think so, but I guess it's also because she has played all positions, all spiking positions in volleyball. Kaya alam niya na yung mga sitwasyon na pwedeng dumating sa kanya. Pag pumangit yung set, anong gagawin niya? If it's a perfect set, she knows how to hit it with power or how to hit it smart.
5, serving 7. Chito Vieira sending it in. Katindig goes to Galang, off speed. AJ put it up. There's Umandal, could not score. Aragalang again, that's short.
Yeah, that did not go over for Aragalang. She wanted to go deep cross court because there was only one blocker in front of her. Middle blocker was nowhere to be seen sa koponan ng Gerflor Defenders. Lucky break there.
And Gerflor is playing so much better right here in set
Right.
number 2.
Keeping it close so far, defending properly. But again, this is the question. The conversion.
Galang, bawi agad.
Mas gusto yata niya may dalawang blockers in front of her.
2 is better than 1.
Yeah. Aragalang to the block. Look at that hit. In between the block of Clavano and Umandal.
Vieira couldn't do anything about it anymore. 8 serving 6. Aragalang with the honors. Straight to AJ. Middle attack. Umandal is rejected.
That's a great read. Chang Abi Maranyo. He saw that the hitting arm of Umandal was already going to zone 1. That's why kinlose out niya yung area na yun.
You know, I can't help but wonder what type of relationship the Umandal siblings have with each other because, of course, they all play volleyball.
Yeah.
Pero may babae, may lalaki. Do they actually play with each other? As you get to see this point coming from Gerflor.
Siguro ngayon hindi na, no? But for sure when they were kids, they played a lot together.
Oh, that's a service error coming from Umandal.
10, serving 7.
No, that is not something that they need in this set. They're keeping it close, so they have to be wary of giving up a lot of unforced errors to F2.
10-7 now. Chance ball given up. Galang. Now they go to Ethan Arce. She's been very efficient from the middle.
Yeah, still going to zone 5 when given the opportunity to attack. See? The shoulder and the hitting arm already facing that zone 5 area.
And you really have to love that smile coming from Ethan Arce. Pure happiness from her face as Ethan tried to score again. And she actually will. There's a net touch.
Again, another free point going Cargo Movers' way. Trying to block that Arce hit. No? That was already a regalo. Couldn't control her jump.
5-point advantage now. Jinko. That's low.
But if they're gonna challenge this one, they might have a point. We'll see.
There's a challenge by Gerflor on the last play for block touch. Challenge, Gerflor, block touch.
Tuloy natin.
Ulitin ko,
Tuloy natin.
Maganda naman yung pasa. May depensa naman. Atake talaga ang ano natin, ha?
Go, 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 go.
Convert
Sige.
natin,
Convert
convert yung
natin.
lamang nila kasi mahihirapan tayo maghabol.
Opo, opo.
Tama na, tama na.
Dalawang
Opo, let's
spiker,
go.
pwede ka magamit sa likod sa kanila.
Tama na.
Sabi mo,
Ano
ha?
natin kuya, basta natin sa likod. Kunyari na effort na na-receivean. Effortan din natin patayin. Para makascore
Tatag tayo lahat, tatag. Kung matatag yung likod, tatagan nyo rin yung sa harapan.
Opo, opo.
Tulong-tulong kayo, tulong-tulong kayo.
Kaya naman. Sorry.
Kaya natin yan, tut.
Hey, Gerflor Defenders. Tigilan mo yan. Tigilan mo yan.
Urong mo na lang ng konti dito si Jenny.
Lados ko na lang.
Hindi. Para, ang layo yung tinatakbo niya eh, para dulo, tapos 5 sa gitna. 4, diskarte mo palo.
Adjust na lang yung... Adjust yung ano natin.
So Gerflor seems to be living up to its name of defenders, but they would have to be attackers as well.
Yeah, that's the name of the game.
And at least they're aligned with you, Mr. Ish Polvorosa.
Well, I think after 5 games, if I'm not mistaken, no, they know that
That's
their
right.
weakness so far, no, talaga namang yung atake. They know that they have a decent pass, they have a decent floor defense, and Clavano can set up properly naman. They just have to convert those into attack points. Yun nga yung mga keywords dun. No? We have to convert and we have to be firm and in front. Kasi yung depensa nila maayos naman daw. And Coach Sammy keeps on reiterating na yun lang yung nagkukulang talaga, yung atake.
I ask you this, as we get to see the block touch challenge, tumama ba? Oh, there you go. At the last second, nung pabalik na yung bola, but the answer is no. So, the challenge is unsuccessful. But going back to my question, Ish, because you're not attacking with the best of your ability, does that also make your defense suffer, on the other hand? But you'll answer that after this technical timeout. It's 13-7. Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. Before our technical timeout, we were talking about the defenders defending better as compared to how they are attacking. And that, again, brings me back to my question to Ish Polvorosa. Ish, if your attacks is not as good, does that make your defense suffer as well?
Yeah, I believe so. Simply because, you know, the objective of attacking is para hindi ka na mag-defend. Diba? Doon pa lang sa atake kapag nabigyan na kayo ng opportunity to score a point, you don't have to dig anymore, right? And then, if you get blocked, you have to still dig because you have to cover the block. So, yun talaga, the conversion of attack points talaga, yun din isa sa mga pinaka-importante when it comes to volleyball. That's the last touch of volleyball. But then again, at the end of the day, if you cannot contribute a lot when it comes to your attacks, may hirapan kayong makapanalo.
And that is, of course, reflected on the statistics. No, sorry to bring this up to the Gerflor fans, but they're dead last in the league in every category, offense and defense. And if you can focus on the offense, their attack efficiency is at 19%. That's 1 out of the 5 attacks. That's only doing well for them. As now, this should be a good one for them as AJ Jinko scores.
Yeah, right on cue. Diba? They did not even have to defend anymore sa counter-attack ng F2 because they scored right away sa first attack.
It's now 8 serving 13. Gerflor, though, has been playing a lot better here in set 2 as compared to the opening set. Clavano back sets. Bit of a scramble from the F2 side. Is that a double touch?
Yeah. Oh, that's a lifting violation.
Violation.
Called by our first referee.
That's usually the struggle with middle blockers, no? Getting that second ball. As Majoy Baron now checks in for the first time for Ethan Arce.
One of our best middle blockers from the past conferences this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Attack from the back. Ivy Laxina off speed there. Pipe on the other end. It's slow for Tubiera.
Again, an unforced error from the attack here. This time it's Tubiera for the defenders. Well, it's still, you know, a 5-point cushion. Hindi pa naman masyadong malayo, no, compared to their set number 1 outing. But this is where they want to pick up the pace. Pero ayun nga, ang bilis eh. Ang bilis na mag-convert ng F2 eh. Because dun pa lang sa service line, they're being very strategic na and aggressive talking about the cargo movers. Kaya pag dumadating sa kanila yung mga free balls, mas nadadalaan na sila mag-convert into points.
Definitely an easy one by Ivy Laxina, who has 8 points now as the top scorer of this game. The referee had to stop the celebration of Gerflor for a while, but then again, they will still get the point.
No arguments, counter arguments from the cargo movers.
AJ Jinko now serving. She has 4 attack points. Tough receive. Chance ball given up by Majoy. Clavano goes to the open. Tubiera. There's a check. Coach Regine agrees to it.
That's a good set. Only a single block coverage for F2. 1-1.
In fairness to Lara Clavano, ever since coming off the bench at the earlier part of this conference, she has definitely stepped up, right, for the defenders. Ara chases. This time to the opposite. Katindig was there. And here's Ara from the back. Not much power needed. To the open. Tubiera against 2 blockers. Oh, put it up, but there was no second ball for F2.
Nobody moving inside the court for that second ball aside from Katindig. Was a good block touch. And Ara Galang picked up the first ball, but nobody got to the second ball.
Jinko serves again.
That's a heavy serve right there.
Don got the first ball. Cross for Ivy. Nice sharp hit.
Deep cross court. She was forced to go to that area because that set was a bit too far from the net, and of course medyo labas na ng sidelines. Perks of also being that tall as an opposite spiker.
And as a spiker who's used to attacking from all angles, as you mentioned. Service error by Jolina De La Cruz. Gerflor is in this set, 13-16.
This is the closest they've been in this game, no?
Yeah, they trailed by as many as 6 in this set. They trailed by as many as 16 in set number 1. Ara Galang. Here's Clavano to the open. Piero again, still couldn't score. Ivy Laxina. Gotta put it up. There's a setup by 8.
Oh,
Ultra tight.
that set going to the second referee.
Yeah. I wonder if the referees still have that instinct, no, to actually get the ball. Siguro naman naglaro din yung mga yan.
The 7th man. Yung ball control wala in that second ball. That's what lacked in that sequence.
17-13. Ara Galang, nice approach. Ball deflected. Clavano to the open. Great net defense by F2. Baron sets up. Laxina, a tall player to another tall player. Back row hit. Jinko. Straight to Mars. Baron goes to Galang, off speed. Nice rally. Clavano, quick. Mandal couldn't score. Bit tight there. Ivy Laksina. Did she get the check? The answer is no.
Again, unforced error from F2. But good job for the defenders for hanging in there. No? This rally ngayon. They're winning some of the long rallies in the last few points.
They've seen 5 unforced errors already from the side of F2. Pero ngayon, babawi naman si Ivy Laksina.
It's an excellent set from Alba. That back set. Fishing out 2 blockers and only 1 left in front of Laksina. And going cross court, the easy way to score that point.
Double sub in, Jane Gonzalez and Sang Berte for Coach Sammy Akailar. 18 serving 14 in set number 2. Ivy Laksina, the top scorer of F2 in this season so far. She's number 5 in the whole PVL in terms of scoring as of today. Moranio puts it up. Tic-tac-toe. Almost a point. Battle at the net. Ball sent through. Back row hit. No, slow.
Wow. Racking up the unforced errors here in set number 2. Giving life here sa opponent ng Gerflor Defenders. If ikaw yung Gerflor Defenders, you have to take this opportunity. No? Bibigyan ka ng pagkakataon na makahabol. You grab that opportunity.
Again, they still haven't won a set all conference long.
Right.
This might be the day for the defenders. Jane, back set to Jinko. Nice chase by Katindig. She's so known for that in Philippine volleyball. Open hit, Jinko will score.
That's a good point. Good rally there by the defenders. Look at that excellent set by Gonzalez. Going to the left pin. Again, it's Jinko going against Alba. They're just down by 2 points here in the second set.
Jinko has 5 points now. Abby Maranyo, no point as of yet. Ball sent by Umandal. Alba to Galang. Strong hit by Ara.
Finally, power behind that hit. In the last few points, nag-aalalay sila sa palo no? And Ara Galang says not enough. Not anymore, rather.
Gonzalez, Jinko. Oh, that's out.
Good intention, but poor execution from Hinko.
It's now 20 serving 16. Umandal will be subbed out. We have Kimberly Grace Manzano checking in. She did the same in their previous outing, checking in set number 2 versus the PLDT high-speed hitters. Hinko, this time from the back. Ball put up by Aragalang. Slide. That signature Abby Maranyo, but no point as of yet. Bit of a scramble. Katindig. Free ball. Gerflor with a wonderful chance. Back set. Ball put up by Ivy Laksina. Jolina de la Cruz puts it away.
Targeting that seam in between the block of Berte.
That alarms Coach Sammy to call for time. It's a 5-point lead for F2.
Hayaan mo si EJ dito. EJ huwag mo paluin ng ganyan. Hindi mga pacheck. Kung gusto mo, pwede mo lang i-drop dito yung off-speed ba. Pag maganda ang palo natin, pag maganda ang receive, pag pumangit ang receive, tuloy ka, open, ha?
Sige, let's go. Defenders!
Taas pa.
Ganun talaga, Ish, kapag hindi maganda ang receive, parang nagiging emergency na talaga yung wings.
Correct. And of course, some instructions sa outside hitters nila, you have to vary your attacks. You have to use your off-speed hits. Sometimes you have to use some power. And going up against a team like F2, they have Katindig and De La Cruz, the top 10 of defending. You have to double up when it comes to your attacking, rather.
Nice slide attack by Abby Paraño to extend the lead to 6 points.
A powerful running hit there. That's her favorite hit. Chang Abby, one of her signature moves as well.
Mas favorite niya ba yung down the line direction compared to cross court? Or kahit ano naman?
I'm not sure about that, but what I'm sure of is running is her favorite play. Whether it's a short back running play or a long run play.
Double sub back in. 2 players that we featured in our pregame. Danica Gendrauli, the long time player of Coach Sammy, as mentioned by Kyla Kingsu. 2010 pa lang, magkasama na sila. Cara Clavano is also back in the game.
Yeah, that double substitution did not work for the defenders.
Service for Aragalang, and that's a misreceive by Tubiera.
That's a heavy loaded serve from Aragalang.
Movers now at set point.
Targeting Tubiera.
Aragalang now serving for the set. 8 set points for them. Ball up by Danica. Lara goes to Hinko. Nice dig by Katindig. De La Cruz, not much power. Clavano miscue. That's it for set number 2.
She wasn't ready for the play. That was a good dig.
Set number 2 to F2.
A miscue to end this set, Niggs.
Just unfortunate for the Gerflor Defenders, who obviously played a lot better in set 2 compared to set number 1. F2 well on top, 2 sets to none. Two sets to none now for F2 against Gerflor. New streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app, available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for as low as 149 pesos. We are coming to you live from the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. This is Mix Gomez alongside Ish Polvorosa and Kyla Kingsu, as we now present to you our highlights for set number 2. Ish, what better things did you see from the Gerflor side in the second set?
Firstly, their body language was different compared to that set number 1 loss. They were playing better and they started better actually. And yun nga yung hina-highlight lagi ni Coach Sammy, we are defending properly, passing properly. It's just a question of how are we going to convert those passes and digs into attack points. And as we can see dito, set number 2 statistics, 11 attack points for Gerflor Defenders, no? And 15 for F2. They got that that double-digit mark in set number 2. Even though they lost, no, yun lang yung scoring output nila in set number 2. But then again, that's a good sign for Coach Sammy and the defenders kasi they were making their points. They were not relying on the free points given to them by the F2 Cargo Movers. And of course, lamang pa rin yung Cargo Movers in all of the attack department, the blocking, the attacking, and the serving. But then again, they were going toe-to-toe until the 18th mark, 16th mark.
Then there, the pull away happened.
The pull away happened again.
I want to talk about the errors of F2. They had only 2 in set number 1 and 5 in set number 2. Would you actually describe this game as a very efficient game for them?
Well, I think they've shown us that they have reliable spikers dun sa kanilang lineup. No? Talking about Arce and the capabilities of Aragalang and the versatility of Ivy Lacsina. Although we've seen the versatility of Ivy Lacsina, talagang mas na-highlight din talaga yung galing nitong si Lacsina and si Jolina de la Cruz. And of course, the floor defense, I think that's what they need to work more on. No? Yung connection nila when it comes to their first ball to second ball passes. Kasi minsan, kahit naangat nila yung first ball, parang nagkakatinginan, walang kumukuha ng second ball. And going up against one of, the top teams, the Final Four contenders, no? Yung ball control talaga isa sa mga pinapractice ng mga teams natin. And alam naman natin sa women's volleyball, mahaba ang rallies eh.
Yes.
Hindi ka pwedeng mapagod basta-basta.
We need to explain to everybody once again the positions of our 2 teams in the standings. F2 right now is at 3-2. They won their previous game. But the thing is, F2, they've been winning against teams with losing records. The 2 teams that they faced who have winning records, they lost in those 2 games. As Gerflor, on the other hand, they still haven't won not just a game, but a set here in the whole of our conference as F2 begins our set 3 with a point.
Kaya nga sabi natin kanina, no, after this game, no, matatest talaga yung F2 Cargo Movers kasi talagang tough games na ahead of them.
Pahirap yung schedule nila as Baron tried to score. Alba looks and sets. Lacsina, that's wide. And we're gonna witness the first challenge of Coach Regine in this game on that net touch.
Very early here in set number 3.
F2 Logistics. Net touch.
They've been using that play, that double quick play whenever Lacsina's in front. And that's been effective for them in this matchup against the Gerflor Defenders. And I wonder if they're still going to use this play moving forward. Kasi when you take out your number 1 attacker out of the equation, kasi when I say take out, kapag kasi pumangit yung receive, automatically may hirapan na pumasok ng quick play. Yung nag-double quick. So you have to just go to your last resort, which is your outside hitter. But this conference, Lacsina's playing as an opposite. So I wonder if they're gonna go with this kind of combination play moving forward.
Is it just them who have that luxury? Parang sila lang, no? Because Ivy's the only one that has been that versatile.
Yeah.
In terms of switching positions with that height. Chance ball given up to F2. Aragalang, Mars Alba. Nice read by Jolina de la Cruz. As now, we listen into this report courtesy of Kyla Kingsu.
How nice it is to see a much more competitive and aggressive version of the Cargo Movers really responding to Coach Reg's call for more urgency to win and initiative as they shut down the defenders in yet another set. Now, Migs and Ish, may I remind you that Creamline is their next opponent. Kaya naman, upon entering this match, the girls were reminded by Coach Reg to take care of all the little details as they will be needing all the momentum that they can get before facing the defending AFC champs. Now, earlier, you guys already spoke a little little bit about Ivy Lacsina, who has been displaying much more confidence, which has reflected in her huge offense numbers. When I talked to her about this and asked her to take me back to the Invitational Conference where she was open about her doubts transitioning into a new position, Ivy said that she wishes she could just calm herself down and advise herself that trusting Coach Reg, her teammates, and most importantly herself will make all the difference. Now let's return to watching this opening matchup on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for only 149 pesos a month as we head back into this rally.
So 2 points from the report of Kyla Kingsu, number 1. Does Ivy Lacsina seem calm to you in this opposite spiker position already?
I think so. I mean, this is already their 6th match in this conference. And what Kyla mentioned was Coach Regine Diego wanting the squad to take care and notice, take care of and notice the little details in their game. And yun talaga yung kailangan nilang pansinin moving forward. Kasi they're going up against Creamline next time. And yung mga maliliit na bagay like the ball control, who's gonna get the second ball after the setter digs, and then the blocking department, kailangan ayusin din. And I think nabanggit din ni Kyla Kingsu yung paglipat ni Ivy Lacsina sa opposite side. No? And I think, just my opinion, no? That's a position na talagang magandang ibigay kay Ivy Lacsina because previously in her college days, she played as a middle blocker and then outside hitter. Opposite kasi talagang designated attacker mo yan eh.
Okay.
Laging prepared yan to attack. Let's talk more about that later. Let's hear Coach Sami first.
Was there a touch? Yes, there was by Aragalang. So the challenge should be successful here by Coach Sammy Akailar and company. Point shall be rewarded to the Gerflor Defenders. You wanted to talk more about the transition of Ivy Lacsina to the opposite.
Going back to that point, no? Kasi pag opposite hitter ka, especially here in the Philippines, yun nga, yung versatility mo na pwede kang bigyan ng quick plays, and bigyan ka ng back row sets, and of course the outside sets dun sa left pin and right pin. So I think that's a position na magandang ibigay kay Lacsina because bihira din na nakakakita ka ng opposite na roomy receive when it comes to service reception. No? Yes, they dig, but then that's one volleyball skill off their list, no? Na talagang receive.
They're more on setting, right?
They're more on attacking and then of course blocking.
No, after attacking and blocking, hindi ba nagiging backup setter din sila ang opposite spikers?
Yeah, usually, but then it depends on the system of the coaches. Minsan talagang libero yung pinagsiset eh.
Yeah, yun na nga nauso ngayon eh. So, sorry, if I can ask you one last question. So, of all positions, ang opposite spiker ang may pinakamaraming options. Tama ba? Or variety of attacks?
Yeah,
there you go.
And that's their number one focus talaga is to produce a lot of attack points. Attack points talaga. And whenever you watch international games, yun talaga yung number one role ng opposite spikers eh. Nakikita mo sila yung pinakamalakas pumalo, pinaka-athletic. That's because sila yung pinaka-prepared lagi for the sets.
Thank you for that, Ish. As it is a block point for Abby Maranyo and the rest of the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. Return to sender on that sequence. F2 looking good. 8 serving 3. Majoy Baron straight to Pia Sarmiento. Set up by Lara to Viera. Met by Ivy. Ball put up by Abby. Open hit. Aragalang. Pia Sarmiento with a tough dig. From the back, it's Hinko. Rally continues. Hinko keeps it up. To Viera, rejected. Nice coverage. Alba to the quick. And Abby Maranyo scores.
Good transition play there. To the Cargo Movers. Alba going to Abby Maranyo on the B-quick. Yan din yung kailangan nilang practicein eh, no? Magandang makita nila na ma-master na nila yung connections nila when it comes to their counter attacks. Because Creamline is no joke when it comes to these rallies.
We were just talking about the schedule getting harder for F2, and they will face the #1 team so far in their next outing as Tubiera scores.
Yeah, and I also mentioned their blocking earlier. They're a tall team, but sometimes nakakalimutan nilang mag-close out dun sa wing spiker when it comes to their blocking, talking about the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. And yun nga, again, Creamline, their next assignment, no? The wing spikers
Oh yeah.
of Creamline. Nako
Bilangin
po.
ba natin?
Yeah.
Alam na ng
First
fans
six,
yan.
yeah, first six attackers, and of course their bench players, lahat reliable.
Attack by Tubiera, ball put up by F2. Aragalang to the back, straight to Pia. Clavano with the chase. Nice return by Abby Maraño. Tubiera again, that's a bit low. Lara Clavano. Umandal could not score. Tubiera being challenged by Ivy Laksina. Ivy will now get the ball. Going cross. Hinko puts it up. Nice rally. Chance ball, F2. Alba to the run. And that is signature, Abby Maraño.
That's a good hit for Maraño, opting to go off the block. And they've been consistent. They've been doing that play that Ivy Laksina going back quick, Chang Abi going running. Sometimes Ivy Laksina going back quick. Ini-utilize talaga nila yung background and experience ni Ivy Laksina as a middle blocker. And hopefully it pays dividends for them moving forward.
10-4 now. Aragalang. Ball deflected. Good job by Clavano and Umandal. 1-2. No score as of yet. 1-2 on the other end. Back and forth. The ball goes. Open hit. Aragalang down the line.
Oh, yeah, that's one of her signature moves. That no-look down the line hit. Talking about Aragalang. Vintage, classic move. Aragalang.
It's the body direction as well, no? Nakaharap sa kabila.
Ang daming highlight plays ni Aragalang na ganyan from her UAAP days pa and up to her days in the pros.
Who matches her in that type of attack? Yung kayang mag-deceive with the body and then attacking down the line.
I would argue siguro Gretchen Soltones.
Gretchen Soltones.
Yeah.
How about Ces Molina?
Pwede rin.
Pwede rin.
Yeah, but Ces Molina, sometimes she's known for her power then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And sino pa ba ang pwedeng mag-no-look down the line? I'm thinking
Well,
of
for those of you
outside
watching,
hitters. Gemma Galanza.
Gemma Galanza.
Thank God, I almost forgot.
but for the fans
Yeah.
watching, if you have your own answers, no, maybe you can use
Yeah,
the
you can-
hashtag
yeah.
PVL asks as well to give us your thoughts.
Yeah.
But do not also forget about our running question, no, which will be the queen of floor defense for today. Back set by Alba. The slide. And the off-speed works for Abby Maraño.
Again, Chang Abi Maraño. Binibigyan siya ng maraming sets in this game. And rightfully so. Kasi kailangan nila mag-prepare for the next game.
We now have Katrina Reselis checking in for the first time. Gonzalez will go to Hinko. Nice dig by Aragalang. Jolina de la Cruz. She's been quiet for a while. But nothing much to worry about there as Aragalang scores from the back. And that will send us to our technical timeout in set number 3. The first ever NBA in-season tournament is here. Watch all 30 teams battle it out for the NBA Cup from November 4 to December 9 only on NBA TV Philippines. One Sports and Pilipinas Live. Hashtag NBA on Signal. Hashtag always a fan. That's a nice tournament happening, by the way, in the NBA, featuring new jerseys, new courts, and a lot of sense of urgency for our players in the regular season. But now we're seeing some sense of urgency from the Gerflor Defenders. Same goes for the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. It's been well balanced in terms of scoring in this game. That's why Ish Polvorosa is having a challenge here in terms of selecting a best player of the game if they continue to dominate against Gerflor. But the defenders still have a good chance here in set number 3.
It ain't over till it's over.
Yeah.
But with Aragalang on the line to serve, mahirap talaga. You have to focus first on your first ball.
There's the first ball, not the best of first balls. Attack from the right, and here comes the counter. Slide from Abby. Ball put up by Jane Gonzalez. Hinko will score off of 2 blockers.
Smart hit there by Hinko. Alba and Maranyo simultaneously counting na for the block, no? They saw that Hinko was gonna go for that hit.
Well, that's nice for them to not have Aragalang serve again.
Ooh, yeah, I also saw that, Migs. Unfortunate error there.
What
Stepped
happened?
on the line.
Shai stepped on the line.
Yeah.
There, so Coach Sammy Akailar looking a bit surprised as well. He's been busy, by the way.
Yeah.
Coaching a lot of teams from men's to women's.
Correct. Yesterday, they played in the Spiker Surf 5 sets.
24-22 pa.
In the 5th set.
Oo, last set
Yeah. Guys, you should also go watch Spiker Surf now.
Oo,
Shameless plug.
naglalaro dun si Ish eh. Representing Santa Rosa. Right now, we are gonna see a double sub. And Rowley and Clavano will check back in. That's gonna be a point for the red shirts. Courtesy of Berte.
Here come their starters here in Gendrauli and Clavano. Let's see if they make a run here. In the second set, ito yung rotation na nakahabol sila while Clavano was serving for them.
7 serving 14. Alba goes to Majoy Baron. Bit low there in the setup. Majoy back sets. Nice down the line hit by Jolina.
Making her case with a no look down the line.
Yeah.
Ladies. Well, let's talk about the little details, shall we?
Go ahead.
F2. Yun nga, number 1, they're blocking. I think they have to fix or strengthen their blocking kasi matataas na sa rankings when it comes to spiking yung mga next assignments nila.
Creamline is usually number 1.
Correct. And second is their ball control. No? The rallies, minsan hindi nila nakukuha, di ba? Minsan napupunta sa Gerflor. It's because nagbibigay sila on first errors. And I think the ball control comes in there. And ang maganda naman sa kanila, they are serving really heavily in this game. I wonder, pang ilan sila so far in this conference when it comes to serving. Talking about the F2 Cargo Movers. That's one of their strengths, personally.
Or isn't it that Lasal players are also known for their services?
Correct. Usually they're top serving team or number 2 serving team when it comes to that department. And feeling ko magiging question din yung height and speed nung sets na gusto ni Laxina dun sa opposite side. Kasi minsan nakikita natin, just in this game alone, no? Minsan nag-a-adjust siya dun sa set. Ay, medyo mataas. Ay, medyo mabilis. To her liking, no? Minsan kailangan may adjust talaga dun sa perfect set na gustong-gusto ni Ivy Laxina.
Yeah, but timeout for Coach Sammy.
Ulitin ko importante ang palo talaga. Kapaminsan-minsan nyo lang yung gawin nyo mag-over-over ng ganyan. Pero hanggat maaari, pag tumasambo na nakita nyo yung kamay, sabi dito, ha? Sige, taas natin yung score na yan.
Iangat lang natin yung
Digit natin.
Laban.
Sige lang.
Bye! Defenders!
This is gonna be a unique plug for us because I'm gonna let Ish Polvorosa fill in the blanks. Okay, Ish, watch men's volleyball action this 2023 as the
Spikers Turf Invitational Conference.
sets up going every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday on One Sports Plus, and
Pilipinas Live.
there you go. You catch Ish Polvorosa represent the
Yeah.
Santa Rosa City Lions.
And I think if I'm not mistaken, Mix, this is our very first invitational conference. So come watch the Spikers Turf, the men's volleyball live
Well,
here in our country.
one thing's for sure, ang dami yung naglalaro doon.
Right. 24 teams lang naman po,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen.
And that's all in the men's division. Actually, even in the PNVF Challenge Cup, 26 teams din yun.
Wow.
Sorry, 36 teams. 20 in the men's, 16 in the women's. That's how busy sports is nowadays. Chance ball given up to F2. Alba back sets. Fernandez. That's her first point in this match. Oh, sorry, let me check that. Her second point in this match.
A former Lady Tamaraw, if I'm not mistaken. That's the position na kailangan nilang ma-fill in talaga, no? That opposite position. Kasi Kiadi is really a force to be reckoned with in that position. Pero so far, nagagampanan naman ng maayos ni Laksina yung trabaho na yon. And yun nga yung nakikita natin yung mga quick plays na meron si Laksina dun sa opposite side, I think that's gonna pay dividends in their next games.
Now, Joy Dacoron is in the game. We just saw a service ace, a nice service ace by Mars Alba. That's her first in this matchup to go alongside her 13 excellent sets. 21 serving 7 now. This might actually be the most dominant set of F2 in this game. They limited Gerflor to 10 points in set 1 and 16 points in set number 2. Clavano goes to Gendrauli, and that's a down-the-line hit for Danica. The former star of Southwestern University playing in Sasafi. Good for us to see her once again on the landscape of Philippine volleyball. It's been a while. Alba, quick, Joy Dacoron. Also, welcome back to her in the PVL. Tobiera, ball up by Wu. There's the push by Jovelyn Fernandez. Back set. Danica once more. Off speed. De La Cruz will go to Fernandez. Ooh, nice block. And that is a block point for Jenny Gaviola.
Rarely do we see them get a block point. That's their second, if I'm not mistaken, of the match. Second block point for the Gerflor Defenders.
And those 2 block points came in this set. 0 block points for them in the first 2 sets as Jolina De La Cruz scores off of the block. And now she will be subbed out.
Getting the much needed rest. As we mentioned earlier, she's feeling a bit under the weather.
Yeah, that's reported to us by Kyla Kingsu. It's been a while since she has been feeling under the weather. Same goes to a lot of her teammates. 22 serving 9. Set 3 attack points 15-6 in favor of the white shirts. Alba combination. Fernandez is ejected.
Triple block. And again, just tallied a block point. Now on the service line here. Number 17, Jenny Gaviola, contributing in that department.
Sayang lang, no? Medyo late nabuhayan yung blocking ng
Correct.
Gerflor in this game.
They needed more of that in sets number 1 and 2.
Labano goes to Danica once more. Fernandez puts it up. Alba. Ooh. That ball crossed the net. Tobiera. Ball kept alive. Wu to the other side. Nice rally. Tobiera with the approach. CJ keeping it going. Open hit. Bit of a scramble. Tobiera again. Back to CJ. And Stelia. And a chance ball given up by F2. Clavano will choose Tubiera. Nice rally. This is the longest rally so far. Kinko keeps it alive. Tubiera again. We shall continue. Saviola. Clavano. Tubiera. Off speed. Mars sends it through. Tubiera. And finally, that ends the rally.
Ang ilan ito Viera yun? I think that was her 5th or 4th attempt already. And finally, she scored an attack point for the Gerflor Defenders.
Ito yung sinasabi mo eh. F2, when it comes to rallies, they tend
Correct.
to give it up.
Yeah. And I think they're gonna review the tapes, of course, and
Oh,
they're
yeah,
gonna
for sure.
see that much of the rallies, no, they lost, and they cannot afford that against their next assignments.
Well, no rally there, but now there's going to be a challenge by the defenders as to whether or not there was a block touch.
Challenge, Gerflor, block touch.
Para natin gumalaw eh.
Bumabara
O,
sa
kaya natin gumanito. Kaya natin dumipensa, di ba? Kaya namin tiwala lang sa sarili.
Dahil receive ko palukon, no?
Hindi kayo. Bigay, te. Bigay kayo bola para alam niyo rin.
Sorry kayo, madayan ko po sila. Sorry na.
Ano ba score?
11, 20.
11 for 11.
Magiging
11, 20.
plus
Block touch.
Yeah, clearly there was a touch.
Unsuccessful challenge for Gerflor. They basically used that time to talk amongst each other. Coach Sammy did ask them to ask for the ball.
Yeah, again, reiterating the importance of the attacking department.
23, serving 11. Joy Dacoron, back from her Bilibining Pilipinas stint. Danica did not score. Joy puts it up. Arroyo with the chase. And here's Mars Alba. He just kept it alive. Tubiera. Alba to the open. Arroyo. No point as of yet. Another rally. Sarmiento. Back to Danica. Tough dig by Alba. Arroyo sends it through. Pia keeps it alive. And here's a chance for F2. They go to Fernandez. Off of the block.
Smart play there by Fernandez, using the outside blocking hands of Tubiera for that point. And they're now at match point. Fortunately, you know, they worked for that point. That was a long rally as well. They should strive for, you know, more points going their way pag nagkakaroon ng long rallies.
Mandal will be scoring here. They're at 12 points now.
The floor defense of F2, I think they also have to focus more on their floor defense. Mas a challenge talaga yung floor defense nila come their next games. But I think for Gerflor Defenders, they're fighting a good fight still, no? Especially in that set number 2, no? They fought.
Ooh! Misreceived.
Gendrauli says not yet.
13 serving 24. Danica, Gendrauli just had a look on her teammates before this service. First ball to Wu. Again, another misreceived.
Back-to-back aces for her. Targeting the libero of F2.
It's been a while since we have seen aces from the side of Gerflor. They only have a grand total of 3 as a team in this game, but it's going to be a service error to end the match. How anticlimactic. But we do still give credit to the Gerflor Defenders for doing their best against the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. There's our final score, 25-10, 25-16, 25-14.
Congratulations to the F2 Logistics.
Relive this game and all PVL games anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app. Available for Filipinos everywhere. Download and subscribe now for 149 pesos. And so we conclude this game with under 1.5 hours. The score is 25-10, 25-16, 25-14 in favor of Coach Regine, Diego, and the rest of the white shirts, F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. And we did mention that Ish had a challenge in terms of selecting our best player of the game. We now have the answer, and the answer is with Kyla Kingsu.
Yes, here with me is our best player of the game, Abby Maranyo, with 10 points, 6 attacks, 2 blocks, and 2 aces. A big congratulations to you. And of course, the F2 Logistics for back-to-back wins this conference. Now, Abby, unang-una, you came from an intense 5-setter last Tuesday, and every game is a learning experience. So what were the biggest takeaways na in-apply niyo for this game?
Siguro yung yung pagka-slow namin sa start nung game and yung latter part. Kasi usually kasi nag-start kami, aarangkada kami. And then pagdating sa gitna, mag-stop kami until masya-short kami sa dulo. So coming this game, talagang we see to it na dapat pag naglaro tayo from the start hanggang dulo, pakita natin strong talaga tayo.
Yes, Abby. Now, earlier I visited you in your dugout earlier and your girls shared with me na hindi kayo masyadong satisfied sa performance nyo nung last game. So, but today, what can you say about how your girls have showed up with more dominance?
Well, nakita nyo naman yung energy ng team. Wow. Ayan, nakita nyo rin yung support ng mga teammates namin. Kakaiba. At nakakatuwa din na nakita yung potential ng mga second stringers namin coming to this game. Nabigyan sila ng chance para mapakita at na-showcase yung talent nila. So, grateful kami na kahit papaano, nagampanan namin yung mga trabaho namin as players.
And is there anyone you want to greet? Go ahead.
I want to greet lahat po ng mga nanonood. Hello po sa bahay at lahat na nandito sa arena. Maraming salamat po sa effort ninyo, sa lahat po ng F2 fans na laging sumusuporta, sa mga teammates ko nandito sa likod, napakakulit nila. Sa family ko po, Palmares Maranyo family, sa nanay ko, kay Baby, good luck.
Hello, Mama! Nasuwawabi na ako!
Hi, Tin!
There you have it. That was Abby Maranyo, our best player of the game. Congratulations once again. Back to you, Mix and Ish.
Thank you, Kyla. Job well done. Ish, I'm sure you want to give some shout-outs to a couple of Abby's teammates as well.
Well, they did a pretty good job with their game today, no? Talking about their performance here against the Gerflor Defenders. Mars Alba had a field day when it comes to giving a lot of opportunities to all the spikers of the Cargo Movers. Actually, nga, nabanggit mo kanina, nahirapan tayong mamili ng player of the game. But then again, the middle blockers in this game, even though hindi masyado nabibigyan ng maraming sets and opportunities to attack, no? They converted big time when it comes to their attacks. And yun nga, the disparity when it comes to the spiking department, kitang-kita natin all throughout this game, 45-26, lamang doon ng F2. Blocking 6-3, and of course aces 5-3. The opponent errors, ang dami, 19 free points given to the Cargo Movers and only 8 given to the Gerflor Defenders. That's a good sign for Coach Diego moving forward to their next game against the Cool Smashers.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, Ish. Thank you to Kyla as well, and thank you to everybody who joined us. My name is Mix Gomez, and do catch more PVL games as we will proceed with PLDT versus Galleries Tower.
Marami pa kaming pwedeng i-improve as a team. Yung chemistry namin as a team, wino-workout pa talaga namin. Alam namin na kung sino yung pupuntahan ng bola pag kailangan talaga namin ng puntos. Walang tahimik. So kahit tahimik ka man sa labas, pero pag nasa team ng PLDT, talagang iingay ka.